Welcome back to the conversation that has the internet absolutely spinning right now, and I promise you this story is going to keep you hooked from start to finish because what we are about to dive into is something that people are still talking about months after it happened. If you love drama and want to stay in the loop with everything happening in pop culture, make sure you subscribe because we are building an incredible community here, and you definitely want to be part of it. So let me get straight to the point, because there are fresh rumors swirling around about what allegedly went down on Selena Gomez's wedding day, and how Justin Bieber supposedly played a role in creating chaos during what should have been one of the happiest moments of her life. These new claims are suggesting that things got pretty tense behind the scenes, and that there was quite a bit of frustration happening while Selena was trying to enjoy her special day with Benny Blanco. According to sources that have been sharing information with various outlets, Justin apparently decided to post something very specific on his Instagram on the exact same day that Selena was getting married. The post in question was a wedding song that he had written for Hailey, and the timing of this upload has raised a lot of eyebrows because people are questioning whether this was just a coincidence or if there was something more calculated going on behind the decision. Now, we already knew that Justin had made this post when it first happened, but what we are hearing now is that this allegedly caused Selena a significant amount of stress and anger on her wedding day. Reports are claiming that she was genuinely upset about the situation and that it took attention away from her celebration because everyone was suddenly talking about Justin's Instagram activity instead of focusing on her and Benny's beautiful ceremony. The sources are also saying that insiders close to the situation are pointing fingers directly at Justin and claiming that he supposedly gets some kind of satisfaction from creating tension between Hailey and Selena. These claims suggest that Justin is allegedly the one who keeps stirring things up whenever it seems like the drama might finally be settling down between these three people who have such a complicated history together. The article that broke this news stated that Justin apparently caused drama on Selena's wedding day by sharing this pointed Instagram post, and the sources are saying that this action was not appreciated at all by Selena or by Benny. The reports claim that Benny is extremely protective of Selena and that he is placing blame squarely on Justin for trying to stir up trouble during such an important milestone in their lives. What makes this situation even more interesting is that there have been rumors floating around for a while now suggesting that Hailey and Selena might actually be on better terms than people realize. Some sources have claimed that because they share so many mutual friends, these two women have apparently been in the same room together at various events and have actually gotten along quite well in person. Hailey herself mentioned during her appearance on the Call Her Daddy podcast that there is a lot happening behind the scenes that the public does not know about. This comment sparked all kinds of speculation about what she might have been referring to, and many people took it as a hint that perhaps her relationship with Selena is not as hostile as social media would make it seem. The reports are suggesting that Hailey and Selena have both publicly denied being enemies, and that there have been moments where it genuinely seemed like they had moved past their issues and buried the hatchet. However, according to these sources, things keep flaring up again, and the blame for these recurring conflicts is allegedly being placed on Justin rather than on either of the women involved. The claims state that Selena is supposedly tired of all the subtle jabs and the pettiness that continues to pop up, and that Benny shares her frustration with the ongoing situation. According to the sources, Benny blames Justin 100% for attempting to create problems and for not letting things rest peacefully so that everyone can move forward with their lives. On her wedding day specifically, the reports are saying that Selena was devastated because instead of people celebrating her union with Benny and focusing on the joy of the occasion, everyone was distracted by Justin's Instagram post and the conversations it sparked across social media platforms. The timing of the post is what people found most suspicious because it seemed too deliberate to be just a random coincidence. But here is where things get a bit questionable, because we have to really think about whether these reports are accurate or if they are just exaggerated rumors that have been blown out of proportion. The idea that Selena would be rushing around on her wedding day stressing about what Justin posted on Instagram seems a bit far-fetched when you really stop to think about it logically. If you consider everything that goes into planning and executing a wedding, especially one with the kind of guest list that Selena had at her ceremony, it seems unlikely that she would have time to be monitoring Justin's social media activity. She was surrounded by her closest friends and family, she was marrying the person she loves, and she was in the middle of what was supposed to be an incredibly joyful and intimate celebration. The guest list at Selena's wedding was absolutely packed with A-list celebrities and people who are extremely important to her. The entire event was kept very private, with no paparazzi allowed and no leaked photos or videos making their way onto the internet. This level of privacy and control suggests that Selena was very focused on keeping the day special and protected from outside interference. Given all of these factors, it seems more likely that Selena was completely absorbed in enjoying her wedding day rather than worrying about what her ex-boyfriend was posting online. The reports claiming that she was devastated and stressed seem to be painting a picture that does not quite align with what we know about how the event actually unfolded. If anything, one could argue that Justin's post might have been more embarrassing for him than it was upsetting for Selena. When you are a celebrity with millions of followers and you post something on your wedding anniversary that happens to coincide with your ex getting married, people are going to talk about it, and many of them are going to question your motives for the timing. From Selena's perspective, she was likely too busy putting on her makeup, getting into her stunning wedding dress, greeting her guests, and preparing to walk down the aisle to even think about what Justin was doing. She had so many other things to focus on that were actually important and relevant to her life in that moment. The idea that Justin gets a thrill out of pitting Hailey against Selena is an interesting claim, but it is also just speculation unless there is concrete evidence to support it. These kinds of statements from anonymous sources should always be taken with a grain of salt because we do not know who these insiders are or what their motivations might be for sharing this information. There has been a pattern over the years of certain outlets and certain groups of people who seem to really enjoy creating narratives around this particular love triangle. Every time it seems like things might be calming down, new stories emerge claiming that there is fresh drama or new tension between the people involved. The reality is that all three of these individuals have moved on with their lives in significant ways. Selena is now married to Benny and appears to be extremely happy in her relationship. Justin has been married to Hailey for several years now, and they have started their own family together. Despite what social media might suggest, it is entirely possible that these people are not actually thinking about each other as much as the rumor mill would have us believe. When you look at the situation from the outside perspective of someone who does not follow celebrity gossip closely, the whole thing starts to seem a bit absurd. The idea that grown adults would be spending their time and energy trying to upset each other through carefully timed social media posts seems like something out of a high school drama rather than real-life behavior. People who are not immersed in the world of pop culture and social media often find it shocking that there are individuals who spend hours of their day sending hateful messages to celebrities or obsessing over every little detail of celebrity relationships. These outsiders struggle to understand why anyone would invest so much emotional energy into the lives of people they do not personally know. The wedding itself was by all accounts a beautiful and well-executed event. Selena looked absolutely stunning, the venue was gorgeous, the food was incredible, and the guest list read like a who's who of the entertainment industry. Everything about the day was designed to be perfect and special, and from what we can see in the limited information that has been shared, it appears that the wedding was exactly what Selena and Benny wanted it to be. Benny has been nothing but supportive and loving towards Selena throughout their relationship, and it makes sense that he would be protective of her and want to shield her from unnecessary drama. However, the claim that he is actively blaming Justin for stirring up trouble is something that comes from unnamed sources and has not been confirmed by anyone directly involved. The ongoing fascination with this particular relationship dynamic speaks to something larger about how we consume celebrity news and how invested people become in the personal lives of famous individuals. There seems to be an endless appetite for stories about conflict and drama, even when those stories are based on speculation rather than verified facts. What is interesting is how these narratives continue to evolve and change over time. First, there was the initial relationship between Justin and Selena. Then there was the breakup, then Justin got together with Hailey. Then there were years of back and forth speculation about whether Justin and Selena might get back together. And now we are in a phase where both of them have clearly moved on, but people still want to create stories about ongoing tension. Social media has amplified all of this to an extreme degree because every post, every like, every follow and unfollow gets analyzed and dissected by millions of people looking for hidden meanings and secret messages. Sometimes a post is just a post, and there is no deeper conspiracy or calculated strategy behind it, but that possibility does not generate headlines or engagement. The sources claiming that Selena was upset on her wedding day want us to believe that she allowed Justin's Instagram activity to affect her mood and her experience during one of the most important days of her life. But when you really think about it, does that make sense for someone who has been through everything Selena has been through and who has shown tremendous strength and resilience over the years? Selena has dealt with health challenges. She has navigated intense public scrutiny. She has built a successful career across multiple industries, and she has maintained her composure through countless situations that could have broken someone else. The idea that she would fall apart over an Instagram post seems inconsistent with everything we know about her character and her ability to handle pressure. At the end of the day, we have to remember that most of what we read about celebrities comes from sources we cannot verify and claims that may or may not have any basis in reality. The people who are actually involved in these situations rarely speak out to confirm or deny the rumors, which means the speculation just continues to grow and evolve without any real accountability. What we do know for certain is that Selena got married to Benny in what appeared to be a beautiful ceremony. Justin is married to Haley, and they are raising their child together. And all of these people are adults who are capable of managing their own relationships and their own lives without the constant interference of public opinion and manufactured drama. Thank you so much for being part of this incredible community we are building together. Your support means everything, and I am so grateful to have you here sharing these conversations with me. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you have not already, because we have so much more content coming your way, and you definitely do not want to miss out on any of it.